Welcome, leaders, to our Amazing Achievers Leaders Call, August 19th, 2018. Rep Fest 2019, we know, is in New Orleans. How exciting is that? So I want us to start thinking, because it's not too early to start thinking, what kind of theme do we want to go in with? What kind of shirts do we want to go in? I do want to get one of those machines where we can make our own. But, what do we want to go in with gross beads? Of course we do. That's when it's really fun. And if we all together, our whole team has the same shirts, and we're going to do the umbrellas. We'll have some type of weekend here at my house, and sometime in early that, either March or April, where we can do umbrellas together. And they'll have all the garland, but I'll have to know before Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is really late next year. But we'll have to know exactly who's gone, because all of that has to be purchased ahead of time, all the garland. And but I also want to, give me a second. Wait again. So just start thinking, what do we want to do to really promote ourselves, our teams, for Rep Fest and all the fun we're going to have, because we know it's going to be wild. I already told you that one. Spirit of Avon Award last year was awarded to Sally too. So because Sally is, when I see somebody that can work 60 to 80 hours a week, and then she comes home and she works her business every 15 minutes she gets, every lunch hour she gets, on weekends she's working hours on the weekends. That was all part of, and her growth as well, but that was all part of the reasons why I picked her, because she definitely showed an outstanding spirit of Avon. So who will it be for 2018? I definitely trying to pick someone that's never been picked before, but it's not a guarantee. But so who will it be? It'll be many things that I will look at. It will be attendance. It will be growth. It will be everything, a little bit of everything. It may be something you overcome. So definitely always keep that in the back of your mind. Who's going to be the next Spirit of Avon Award? The first weekend, this is a vendor show that just came to my attention this morning. So I want your input. It's only held the first weekend of every month, and it's held in Slidell. She's a lady, lives out of Chalmette, but I want to show you some of the places that have advertised with her, or that's been these are up and coming shows. I also found on the same spot. So if we want to jump into events, let me tell you, now's the time. You can't wait around. There's a Louisiana workboat show on November 28th to the 30th. There was a big, Lisa Monis and Ashley had somebody on her team that lived out of Metairie that had booked a boat show when it was one in Gonzales. And one of our, Carol Cotton, if you remember her, Angel, she was a pretty big representative, but that's how they found her. It was at a boat show. She was walking through with her husband, and she passed the Avon booth, and that's how they recruited her. So keep these events in your mind. Look, there's a marriage celebration. Well, that was July 4th. That may be next year. There's a bridal party. I'm sure these are next year. There's all kinds of stuff coming up. The Baby Fest, it's in September. Now, we've tried the Baby Fest before, and they're really expensive. It was $500 for one day. And the turnaround wasn't there. Would it be worth trying again? But we wouldn't have to have a corner booth. We could go in for $400. You just have to give me your input on that if you want me to look into that. Christmas in Louisiana, this looks like this would be fun. That's at the Crown Plaza in Kenner. That's December 8th. There's just all kinds of events. If you can find an event you want to jump in, reach out to me. I'll definitely put up as much as I can, and we'll go from there. This looks like fun too. Well, that's too close. The Baby Palooza Baby Expo in Mississippi Gulf Park. That's September 15th. There's just all kinds of stuff. Now, this is an event that came to my attention this morning. This is the layout. This is the one that's the first week of the month. And I'm looking at booking October, November, and December. It's not expensive at all, but it probably doesn't bring in near the people. I think I'm going to ask Gina and Julia to go to the first weekend of September, where they can see what's actually going on. You can book Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We're only going to do Saturday, because that's when one of my new reps told me about it. And she was telling me that Saturday is when the people are there. And I'm going to show you, when you look at the prices, 8x11 booth for $65, that's, I can handle that. But you can see this is where they come in. And you can see on the next slide, this slide shows you this is for October 6th. There's only a few spots left. And I'm looking at maybe jumping. I'm going to make this decision tonight, but I want your input because I want at least 2 other representatives there with me. We share. I will pay for it, but that's what you do to move the merchandise you do have in stock, and you get recruits and future customers. You get either local customers, or this is how you stack your e-store by getting tons. It takes thousands of names in your e-store. So this looks good, but look at all the people that are in there. You do have Lip Sense, you have LuLaRoe, you have Roden Fields. I don't want to be right on top of them. And, you don't want to be on top of somebody that sells similar to the same thing, some of the things you do, but nobody can compare to us. Color Street is some new nail stuff. It's like not pasty nails, but you've seen it. I don't know what little, but so I don't know what Weston Tree is. It sounds like an oil to me, but I don't know if that's what it is. But so that's October 6th. You can see this will book up. I can't wait. Then you have November 3rd. I'm looking at the 4th here because, like I said, that's the only 2 spots open. I don't want a big spot like that. And then this is what's open for December 7th. There's still a lot for December 7th. What spots do you want? I picked the 12th on here, the 12th spot, because I like the way the crowd comes in and comes back out. Where this way they're only passing you once. I do prefer the inside here. I would go with 12. Because I'm definitely going to book it. So what?
I like that, like you said, Karen.
Number 12, yeah. I can't get that on the other 2 because you see, of course, that's probably the first ones that book. So we'll go for number 4. I do think when you look back at the price, you could get a 5x10 booth for $50, but for $15 more, for 8x11, we can do a lot more in an 8x11 spot. It comes with 1 table and 2 chairs. Of course, we'd probably bring in 2 other folding tables, but we'll see once y'all get to look at it. Good. I'll book those tonight because I told the lady, I reached out to her earlier and I said, oh, you'll get my information by tonight. So I'm not going to miss it.
Is it Donna Villian?
No, it's not Donna. It's actually she's a Dugan. I forgot what her first name is. It's a couple out of Chalmette. It does. And the husband works with her, and they put a lot back in for advertising, a whole lot back in. She tells you that in the guidelines. But so back to Rep Fest. What title will you be? What title do you want to walk across that stage? That's something we should all blow up really big, where we're seeing it every day and you're working towards it. What title, leadership title, do you want to walk across that stage in your hometown? What, you saw my name tag. It's right, well, yeah, here it is. This was Rep Fest this year. That was freaking impressive. That was loaded. What do you want in your name tag? You'll have your sales title, you'll have your leadership title. Bronze leaders and above can nominate themselves. They'll be able to in January for the council. And any things you accomplish, like the Cruise Like a Boss was on there. And I don't know what they're going to be announcing. I have a feeling there's something coming out either this week or next, because with the incentive ending tomorrow, we know the track record of this new company. They have been coming out with incentive on top of incentive. They haven't given us 15. They haven't given us 3 days rest in between them. So anyway, so what title do you want? You can have growth. If you win any national awards, and you can win a national award as well. You don't have to be at a certain level to win a national award. So start thinking. There was so much that came out of this last incentive. Anybody can fall into these categories. So what do you want in your name tag? Start thinking about that. That's serious. What title do you want to walk across that stage in your hometown? Christmas is 4 months away. So we really know we technically have, you usually don't sell or can't, usually about the 15th, your orders are pretty much done, not unless you're pulling out of your stock. But it's ultimately your choice. What's your plan? I'd be happy to help you put a plan together. Let's talk. You have to reach out to me either after the call. You can reach out to me now. Say, okay, can we set up something this week? My schedule is really starting to book up. That's why I got this planner. I don't know if anybody else got the planner at RepFest. Multibrain was selling them. And if you missed it, you can go on Facebook, look for Multibrain. And what I like about it, it's a year planner. Now, I'm not crazy that they have the social media pages every week as well, but it's small enough for me to put in my backpack. I have a backpack purse that I can carry with me when I need to. I like the planner, and I did it. I got, and you put in the weeks you want, but what's your plan? You got to have a plan. Gift cards. You know, if you saw on our Facebook, I also emailed this out. I am going to start doing this on a regular basis, and it's for us to get promoters. Anybody that's selling that has a $200 order or more, we really need to be reaching out to them to congratulate them first, but in asking them, we got to know what their why is. When we know what their why is, that's what will help us direct to get them to recruit somebody. But I'm raffling off, it was any personal recruits from Friday till tomorrow night. Anybody had a personal recruit for every 3, and I didn't get a chance to check to see how many we've had. I know we've had a few. I know we've had at least 2 or 3. I will raffle off a $25 gift card. If it would ever fall short of the 3, I would do a $10 gift card for the 3 people. But so this is just something definitely keep in mind. And I'm going to start picking them up here or there. This was Walmart had these, so they were easy, nice and quick to grab. Share the love. It's all about the money and the gift cards that I'm going to give away. $10 is over tomorrow night. Of course, $25 is really great because they get everything they need. The only problem is that $100 kit is gone. Who knows what Avon will come out with? I don't know. I wish I knew, but I'll tell you, this new company, their lips are sealed. You don't know anything. So share the love. First time promoters. We've had 18 new promoters. That's 31 self-appointments that came from those 18 new promoters. And the only one that I know is on the call tonight is Becky. And her real name through Avon is Rebecca Massey. Had 6 self-appointments, and she's probably I know we need to do a shaker at that. Whee! But look at all these people. I have not had a chance to download all their names and my phone numbers where then I can add them into GroupMe. That's a lot of people, but I think Kendra's in mine, and I think Latasha's in there. But as they get 2, I will start to add them. I don't want to add them when they get 1 because they may not want to be in all of that. But look at all these promoters. We don't need to stop like this just because the $10 thing will be over. You can come up with your own incentive. How much stock do you have? What got me going in the beginning, I was probably with Avon, I think 3 or 4 months, and there was a recruiting incentive, and it was a basket full of products. I can still see this basket. It was a $200 basket of products that Craig Mullen was holding up. I think it was Craig. And they didn't know who I was. They knew after that. But I went after that basket. It was $200 in products. It could be, you could do, okay, somebody become a promoter, and you can make a plan with them or an incentive that if they do that $1,000, their team does that $1,000 4 out of the 5 campaigns, give them $100 worth of products you have in your closet or stock. You didn't pay that. You got that at, okay, maybe 30-40% off. But look at the bonus money you're going to make. Keep them engaged. Get them excited. Anything you want to add to that? Angel, Becky, Sally? Angel and Becky has the experience with this. That's why I asked.
No, fun. Becky might have something. You did fabulous.
Yeah,
Too.
I was going to tell you, yesterday it was like a Christmas or something. I managed to get my phone logged up and see what was going on. And I had these self-appointments that were seeds I had planted earlier that I hadn't been working over the last few days that I planted when this started. And then here they are because they said they kept seeing it on my Facebook page. And that was it.
And it is about planting the seeds. Thanks for saying that, because they may not sign up this week, but who knows what the next incentive will be, or who knows, the $100 in products may have not excited them, but come beginning of October, they're going to be thinking, especially if they're struggling, and who can't use extra money, they start to think. But what I did here, I listed them, I put the initials on the outside, like Kendra Monroe is mine, and Julia had 6 new promoters. Big congratulations. I don't know what she did. Something came up tonight. She couldn't be on the call because I really wanted her to share what did she do to get 6 promoters. Did she make that, because she's not working where she currently was, so maybe she made that a focus every day when she was able to reach out to these people. But we still can all do this. It doesn't have to just be for the share the love. There will be an incentive, another incentive, there'll be another one. Keep planting the seeds, because when that Mexico trip comes up and we can't work till campaign one starts right before Christmas. All of those people you'll want to go after again. We got Berna, Sierra had 1, Sally had 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, Sally. Big and then Gina had 1. I don't know who these people belong to. Well, how'd I mess that up? I don't have who these belong. Well, this belonged to Angel. Hello. This is under Angel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Angel had 4. Awesome, huh?
Yep, those were mine.
Yep, those are yours. I just got lost from this side to this side. But and the Sandra girl, she has 3 as well, but she's Prop Blonde's husband's really sick. But you know what? She didn't let that stop her. And who is A.L.? That's Amy LeBlanc. But look at the promoters. 18 promoters. How many promoters do you want from now till Christmas? This is what will get you a national award. Get your promoters to Title II. For every level they advance, this is how you win these trips for 2. Angel, this is your Hawaii ticket. The more promoters.
Give me some ladies.
I know. Julie, this is her ticket. Sally has 3. Keep it going. This is how you're going to win these trips. And it's all in the promoters. It's all in the people that title up. And if they get bronze ambassador, and then you get them the silver, that's 2 titles for each person. If you can get them the gold, and it's not just by your efforts, it's by your team's effort. That's what gets you there. That's what gets you to the sales. Congratulations. So far, we've had 184 appointments since July 11th. That is phenomenal. I want to keep this going. Angel had 17. Gina had 22. Julia had 22. Sally had 18. Gretchen had 1. And I think that's, and I had 24. That's who's on the call. And how did I mess my number up? That's supposed to say 184 that we've had. Look, it took me a while to get it to balance right. And I finally went back in there this afternoon. I said, I'm going to do it one more time. And I was finally able to get it right, but I didn't change the number. But that's pretty awesome. Anyone that gets a new, you know about that. I already told you that. But how do we continue to have this growth? But you've got to have the information. If you're going to work with a team member and you help them, you make those calls with them. So how do we keep this growth going? I want to hear from you. You got to say something. Okay, I put together.
My situation is time management, managing my time to be able to make sure that I'm doing the right things and not doing the things that are not productive.
It's true, right? I get it. I definitely get it. That's why I'm glad these trainings are going to get behind me. But right, it is. It's finding out. It's the growth of your team is going to be through your new team members. The old ones that have been there, what they say, old blood. It's the new blood, and always heard that new blood, new blood, new blood, new blood. Well, it is the new blood. Reach out to all your new selves. It doesn't matter where they're at on your team. Of course, first generation is what's going to get you walking across that stage with your title advancement. But everybody in your team, if you can get them to recruit, all those numbers merge up. So I put together, I'm going back to using a mini kit. I do not have the paper that goes with it. So Angel, if you find that on a thumb drive, you may have already sent it to me. I don't know. I have an order book in here. And I put one of my business cards on there, and I actually used a dot of Gorilla Glue, because Gorilla Glue takes one dot and it's sticking. Because I want them to have my business card, and I have a sticky note on here until I can go into our team page. I really want to put the entry form but my sticky note is my reminder to ask them, I need you to write your name, phone number, email address, and your address where I can continue to mail your book. You got to hook them. But I want her information where I could follow up instead of a piece of paper that I got the other day, because I didn't have any mini kits with me. You bet I will now. And I have 2 brochures, and I have my labels on my brochures, because you don't know what that person's going to do. She could put that kit down right after you leave, or she can put those books. I've had people call me from places, I don't know how my books ended there, but that's how they end. People put them down. And I have a sample, something to make, something that they'll like, and 2 books, a order book with my sticky note and business card and a sample. And I plan on making 10 of those when we get off the phone. And I plan on getting at least 3 to 4 out tomorrow when I go out. We have to make that commitment back to, okay, so I'm going out to Walmart. Is there any, or I'm going out to Sam's. Can I not give out at least 1 mini kit? There's no strings attached. All you do is you get that cashier talking. You say, and once you get her attention and she, asks, would you be interested in trying? And once you get any little halfway grin or halfway look, pull out that mini kit. Say, why don't you try? No strings attached. Let me give you a mini kit, but give me your information, because I have to follow up. That is part of my job, following up and helping. But
Karen,
yes,
the numbers are the numbers always. Okay. So let's go back to when we used to do events. Average, I know that I would probably walk away with about 50 signups from that weekend, but I know we gave out a good 200. I personally would give out a good 200 mini kits. What do you think? What are the numbers that you think that we used to do?
We did. Well, we would get 50 contracts in a weekend, but I'll be honest too, that was before you had any other company out there to compete with us. We were it. You had Mary Kay, but you in Tupperware, but that's about all you had. But doing an event, even a single day event, if you could get 5 contracts, that's still marvelous. Maybe you can get 10, but right, the more mini kits, the better. Now, when we tried the Baby Fest, we gave out tons of mini kits, but the follow-up everybody followed up, but the turnaround was not there. I like that they can sign up on the spot. Well, now we'll have the iPads. You'll get them sign up on the spot. I love that they can sign up for $10. Who knows what will happen? But I do prefer a $25 kit, because they got so many more books. The $10 kit, okay, it was goodies, but then they had to turn around and order books anyway. But yeah, the numbers are the numbers, which means as many as you're handing out and many people as you're planting those seeds, that's what's going to come back to you. The recruits, I got 4 personal recruits through this last 5 or 6 weeks. And it's people that either used to sell under me, well, they all sold under me, but they came back to me. And one of them had been 10 years. But we stayed in touch on Facebook. And what she did, she sent me a message 2 weeks ago saying, I'm asking for a friend. But but I didn't put any pressure. I knew she was acting for herself. I answered her, I gave her a few days, and then I went back, and then I waited a few days. I was really gentle. I let her know Thursday, Monday's the last day, and she signed up. Well, actually, I let her know Wednesday. She signed up Thursday because I made a deal with her. Offer them deals. I said, because I wanted my name to go into the drawing. I don't need an Avon suitcase. I got a gazillion suitcases, and I have an Avon suitcase, more than one. But I still wanted my name in that drawing. We all want to be in drawings. And I got her to sign up Thursdays. If you sign up tomorrow, I actually sent it out to 2 people, but she was the only one to sign up. I said, I will mail you a sample packet. I didn't say how much was going to be in there, but I will mail her a couple of different samples because she works at a bakery, and there's a lot of other women there. I want her to share this with them. And she came in just for personal. But I know if she gets to try some of the products that she hasn't tried, when she gets to see how beautiful these samples are, it could be even better. And I'll probably, since I'm mailing her something, I might as well mail her a couple of extra books, because 5 books of that kit to me is just not enough. So anything you can think of, how do we continue this growth? It's following up, it's doing the mini kits, it's doing everything. You know, I'm doing a training call almost every week, some type of training call. Tomorrow night's the fundraiser call. Next Monday will be one on skincare. I'm actually thinking of doing a little skincare and color. And I think the following week's going to be on It's All About Your Dreams. And then I'll probably need a breather for a week. But, well, no, then we'll be doing a sales meeting. But it is a lot. It is trying to fit it all in. Between time management, I get it, Angel. I really do, because it is trying to fit it in between managing everything else, doing your sales, and just continuing to grow your business, trying to keep your house up somewhat, and trying to cook sometime as well. But so this kind of shows you what we did in mini kits. I don't have the letter that we used to do. I don't, and I'm sure, I bet, Angel, you can find that on one of your jump drives, and it may be even in one of the Avon sites online. So if anybody ever sees it, let me know, because it's out there. So I pulled up, if somebody calls you on your team and whatever the problem is, the first thing you want to do is go to Vibe, and you want to pull them up. Now, I pulled up, this was yesterday afternoon. Look at those numbers. They're staying over 1,100. You know, and that brings me to, there's always going to be incentives where we get to grow our teams. I never dreamt we would be this high. What, a year or so ago, we were at 5 something. Well, maybe 7, but somewhere between 5 and 7, because I never always kept track of the actual team size. I always kept track of who put orders in. But look at those numbers. Don't ever think you can't get there. But this is where I go on the side here under my downline leaders. If I'm going to pull up any of my leaders, I'm going here. I'm typing your name in here. Then I get to see what your team sales are, what your personal sales are, and your first generation orders. And I know what you need here. It's going to tell me in this column, like to keep my title at Bronze Executive, I have to have 40,000 in sales, my whole team. I have to have a $200 personal order. Thank God we all have that now. And I have to have 10 personal recruits. But this shows me. So when I'm pulling you up, I'm checking your requirements. Now, and I don't check it on everybody. I try and check. I am trying to do better, at least once or twice a campaign, 3 times a campaign, to write everybody's numbers down, where I know where we're going the next day. But everything is here under the sales leadership buzz. Everything, you should be clicking on this. You should be reading it. Now, this may be totally different. Gina, is this different on 2.0?
Vibe? No, there's no changes to Vibe.
Good, thank you, because she knows and she giggles every time I tell her. I have not clicked on 2.0 yet, because I was preparing for the fundraiser thing, and I want that done first. Then I'll click on 2.0. So definitely either tomorrow sometime or by Tuesday, I'll be clicking over to 2.0, because I still think they need to fix a few things, but that's okay. We have to learn it, because when you're on a phone with a new representative, you got to know what to tell her. I can't tell her, oh, I'm sorry, I have had to tell them this week, I don't know 2.0. I can tell them what I can tell them, and I tell them, you got to call customer service. But So I went in and I pulled up under Vibe, under program reports. I pulled up, I don't know if you know this is there. It says start with Avon for $10. It shows everybody on your team that started for $10. And it shows you what their sales are. It shows you what their first, second, third order and how much more they need. It tells you the date that they're finished. I have a couple of them, I think you'll see that on the next page, that started in campaign 16, but they didn't sign up. Well, that was their first order. As long as they didn't put a first order till July 11th, they counted. Even though 18 is their third order, they actually have till September 4th to hit that $500. You need to know this. On your report, you should see the top 100 report. I always check that. That's like the first thing I check when we roll over. As soon as my report's up, I want to see where our team fell. And qualified new recruit report, I have not pulled that one up in a while, but that's going to show you everybody that you recruited, exactly what they've done. That first campaign, it's just a great, quick way to look at your report where you can see exactly what they did. It shows you within a day or two once they put that order in. And then delegated leads report. So as you can start delegating, if you're delegating now, you can actually see who you delegated to. And this is the report. I was able to pull up the report on everybody that, and it's going to bring up all your pendings, every pending. And it gives you the date that it gives you the date. Did I start the recording? No, yes, still. Okay, I want to make sure. It shows me the date. Because if they start January 28th, I'm not calling this person. She's getting my email. But if anybody since June, you bet I'm reaching out to her. And it showed, but I love this. Look at for this girl. Is she got started, she signed up July 5th. Her first order was, this was the one that I was really surprised. She had a 16 order. She did not have a 17. She had an 18 order. And it shows me what she needs. She needs 157 by September 4th. So that's somebody I'll definitely text and let her know. This one, she's had one order. She had a second order, one for 17, one for 18. It shows me what she needs and or by September. I don't know why total time. That's what she's totally. So it shows me what she needs by the date she needs it. I love that I have a picture of this because it's also a good backup. And it just shows you on everybody that you have recruited. So definitely look back. Oh, we already went over this about knowing their why. Get them to promoter. Congratulations. Campaign 17 team sales and additions. Our total team, we were number 37 in the U.S. We had sales of 77,778. 38 new team members. I definitely want to go a lot more over that. If we get these new people to put an order in, we'll get definitely, I'd love to see us get to 50 or 60. First orders, team orders, I had 174 in my first generation. When you've done it as long as I've done it and people don't work out or something happens and they quit, their team rolls up to you. So it's all good. Gina's team had $14,753 in sales, 14 new team members, 47 first generation. Angel's team had 11,000 in sales, 145, 4 new team members, 91 first generation orders. Sally's team had 6,396, 5 new team members, 45 first generation orders. Gretchen's team had $5,140 in sales, 1 new team member, and 22 first generation orders. And I believe that's all that's on the call. And when you add up all this, that's what gives me my 38. Work your pending orders right now. Well, that was as of yesterday. We only had 20 new orders. We know when I look at my numbers, I still see 35%. 33 to 35% of representatives are still waiting till the last 2 days to put their orders in. I didn't get a chance to check today on my numbers, but they're still waiting. I don't care how many times you email, how many times you send the pending report. Hopefully as time, because this was the first book that was not dated. Hopefully as time moves on and we keep promoting that to get them to put their orders in the first few days, they just have a lot better chance of not having back orders and shorts. So right now, I can only give recognition to what Avon showed me as new promoters. I will not put it on Facebook until we actually close out. I will announce it on a leaders call, but I can't put it on Facebook because they have to have an order. So we know Rebecca is she's probably, Becky, you're probably going to go from bronze ambassador to silver. You're probably going to jump 2 titles, which is great because that's double the bonus money. Woohoo! That's $1,250 in bonus money. We know you can't stop at that, and that's not counting
Yeah.
dollars. Well, you get $20. But that's another thing to really promote with your people when you get their why. Those first 7 campaigns is critical. That's when they get $50 for each person, but even $20 is great. And for every $150 order they get, that first or second order, that's an extra 3%. So Christy Snyder, who was she under Julia or Sally? I think she's under Julia. She definitely had 1 order, and Ann Riley has 1 order so far. So those will be our next promoters, and who knows, by Wednesday morning there'll be a lot more. Our next leaders call will be determined by the next incentive. I don't know when it'll be. The next call would be scheduled for Labor Day weekend. It is a holiday weekend. If Avon announces some kind of incentive this week, I'll just have to pull a quick call and we'll talk about it. Do you have a team page? Because you really want to start working your team. It's great that we all on one team, and if everybody adds on the team, great. But if you want to have a team page, it's fine. Just always let your team know when you're emailing them, or if you have a team page, that let them know, everybody that who is who, like if you're my second generation, my name right under yours maybe, or if you're my third, wherever you're at, that way they're still going to get confused. But because I get a lot of calls and texts, and I don't mind that, but I know they just get confused. They don't know who's who. They don't even look at it probably half the time. Half the time they don't even read the emails and texts we send. But and are you doing at least 1 video a week? What a great goal. And we all did a bunch this week. I did mail out 2 little gifts. Did you get the little gifts I mailed out? I think they went to Gretchen. You got it? It was cute, huh? Gretchen?
It was cute. Thank you. I had my mail on hold because I was away all week, and I got it Saturday. I meant to let you know. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you. And who else did I send it to? Who else? It was Gina. Did you get yours, Gina? You'll find mine. I have 2 more.
What you talking about?
You didn't get nothing in the mail?
Mm-mm.
Like a little envelope?
This week?
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh.
Well, you should have, because you did your video. I mailed it out. Maybe it got stuck somewhere. But I have 2 more. It says, New York Boss. I can only find 4 when I got her. And I got Big Boss. I loved it. I said, yay! But I thought it was fun. But did anybody else get one? Maybe I mailed it to somebody else. But you should have got it by now. Well, it just got mailed, though. Maybe you'll get it tomorrow. We all want growth. So we all need to be doing videos. Everybody on the call should be doing some type of video once a week. If it's just a new product, look, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone doing them. I need to order some more of these lip colors, because this lip color, I was telling Gretchen, I'll actually wipe it off. Still see it? It leaves a great color still on your lips. Those are our new colors. Yeah, look at it, it's still on there. I was double checking, but and when I blotted, it's not, it blotted good, but it's still the colors there. I want to order a bunch of those and also demo that to show that. Gina asked me earlier when we were looking at the account, huh?
What's the name of it? Which one is that?
The color on that one, oh Lord, I need my medicine.
Which lipstick is it?
Oh,
We
that's
have
the new Avon True Color lip glosses. It's called, Lip Glow. And the color's in black, so I'd have to go outside in the.
Take a picture of it with your cell phone and blow it up.
That's what I have to do, because I can't even see that on there. It's really little. But it, here it is. It's on the side. Ignite. It's on the white label. Ignite. I never would have tried this color. I had it here. I don't know if it was given to me in New York, but when I tried it one day and when I went to wipe it off, I was like impressed. Just like the dresses. When I did that video on the dresses, was that yesterday or Friday? It was yesterday. I was so impressed with those black dresses. If we don't all promote this black dress, where can you get a black dress? And these are excellent quality. If you went and found these dresses at Dillard's, I promise you, they would be at least $100, if not $150. The quality in those black dresses are exceptional. They're $29 and $34.99. They'll be a sellout. And I did mention that in my video. If you like it, you better order it now because it will be a sellout. So congratulations, we're almost done, to Sally and Gina. They are going to Ohio this week. Woohoo! They're going to the Leadership Development Training Program. And since I don't know what they're going to be taught, so they're going to be doing the next leaders call with us. They're going to be sharing everything. So I know they're going to take a lot of notes, and they'll be sharing on the next call, which is September, I think that's the 9th. I have to babysit like those 4 days, and I'll be able to do some recognition, but I'm asking them to do that training since I don't know what they're going to be trained on. It's going to be exciting. If you're watching the pictures now on Facebook, a lot of the people, there's 3 different parts. There's some people that got there today. There was some type of dinner tonight I saw. And then that's for 3 days. And Gene and Sally are going up Thursday morning. So, and then there's another session that's going to follow after Labor Day. But how exciting to be invited to the first leadership development training program. Woohoo! We're so excited and proud of you. You're going to love it. And I know you'll represent all of us well. I don't even have to tell you. I don't have to mention that. So Got Kit, what's next? I want to offer this 2 times a week. When we did it last Tuesday, when I did it, I had 6 new people on the call because it showed 8, but 1 was me, and I think was it Gina? Somebody else was on there with me. And we did it Saturday, even though we only had 1 person on it Saturday morning. Somebody told me, was it the girl either? Somebody told me they had watched the playback because I did post it on our team page. I would like to schedule it at least once a week, if not twice a week, depending on how many people we're putting on, especially with the holidays coming. And I like having a Saturday offer as well as a during the week offer, because we don't know what people that are working, mothers that are home with kids, it's like a rat race when you got, children to take care of, with homework now, the school's starting. Maybe a Saturday is better for them. And I'm not moving off this page until I have commitments from all the bronze leaders and above, what day they'll do, what week they'll do.
Saturday, I'll do an opportunity at 10 and I'll do the other at 11.
So you'll do the 2. Okay. We're going to start doing the opportunity every Saturday at 10 o'clock. Let me tell you, too, another thing. Well, I belong to Melaleuca. I'm just a preferred customer. But I kind of worked it for 1 month. When that 1 month I worked it, 3 years ago? They do a opportunity call every night except Saturday. Saturdays, they do it in the morning. And they drive their new team members to invite people to show up. And they have to know who's going to be on the call, like 10 hours ahead of time, or really just maybe, let's just say 4 hours ahead of time. That way you can gear the call to that person. Okay, she's a young mama, she wants to work from home, whatever the reason. If we follow that same thing that they're doing, if we have at least 2 opportunity meetings a week, but we got to get people there. We have to drive our new team there. Maybe that's something we can definitely jump in after Labor Day. What you think about that idea? But we have to make it a focus. If you want those title advancements, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take getting people to show, because they don't know what to say. Like the girl I spoke with earlier today, well, there's a lot of people in Homer that sell. Somebody's got some feedback. There's a lot of people that sell, she was telling me. It was Gretchen. I cut you out. I muted you. we want to grow by titles. So they don't know what to say. And that's what she told me. There's a lot of people in Houma that sell. And I explained to her, you know, when I lived in Woodmere, we had 40 representatives in Woodmere. I never ran into any of them, hardly ever. Maybe at a sales meeting, but because some people we know only buy for themselves. Some only sell at work. Some are happy with the 10 customers they have, and so on. And we have to relay that message. So Angel said, oh, I wasn't supposed to go off that slide. I'm still on the slide. So Angel's going to do, if you work during the week, you can do a Saturday. Angel can't do every Saturday. So who's going to do?
I'll do September 1st. This is Gretchen.
Gretchen will do September 1st.
Yes.
Good, thank you. Got that down. And Angel's going to do this Saturday because we got tomorrow night's fundraiser call, and Tuesday during the day at noon Central Time is Avon's virtual sales meeting. Don't miss it. I sent an email out earlier. It's a 30-minute call. They're giving away at least 50 prizes. Now the new, a lot of it's hydrofusion, and I forgot what the other ones are. But hey, it's a free product. So just be prepared when you get on the call, but and refer to the email. But you got to register. That's the thing. So okay, so who's gonna pick? Who's gonna take? I don't mind doing a call during the week, but I can't do. I want y'all to start doing them. Your teams are growing. You have to start doing them. So okay, so Gina and Sally. I'll get Julia later. Gina, Sally, and Julia. Pick a date. Sally, you work, so you would have to be September, and I think that Saturday is a 7th. You could do that Saturday, the 7th. Could you do Saturday, September 7th? It doesn't have to be both calls. We'll do the opportunity. What I'm asking y'all to do is got Kit what's next. And I'll send you the PowerPoint, the presentation, because Angel's got to send it back to me to replace mine because we added a couple of little things in it. And we'll send you the PowerPoint. It's just you want to start doing some of yours with your team. So, Gina, maybe you could do that. I'll be calling y'all after the call if you don't answer.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, maybe you can do, we're on the 21st, maybe the 20, is the 28th the next call or 27th? I think it's the 27th. Maybe you could do the 28th, August 28th. It will be at 7.
Oh, wait, I'm in September. We're in August?
We're still in August.
Okay, August the 28th at 7. Okay.
Okay, got you down. And Sally, I'm putting you down for September 7th. And
I fully expect it to be a traumatic experience. Remember the last time I did a call and my screens didn't forward, and Sally and Angel didn't say boo. So I'll have a liquor bottle here, but I'll do it.
Now we know, though, that you have to hit share screen from the bottom part, whatever it was, or maybe it's the middle. We can try it out. You'll just have to try it out and call.
Yes. And that's 7 o'clock on the 28th?
It'll be 7 o'clock. I want to do 2 a week. I want to do Got Kit What's Next. And after Labor Day, we'll start doing opportunities a couple of times a week because we got to get people there. If we can get them to show up and share our stories with them, because it's all about the stories. So
Karen,
yeah.
Karen, I say let's start it now. It's only 2 weeks before. I'll do it.
Okay. All right.
Just let's see, when are you looking at doing? You want to do them on Tuesdays
Well, you can do this Tuesday. I can't because I'm going to my mother's and I won't have access to my computer. I have to go home.
can't do the 28th, but if Gina can do the 28th, both of them.
So you want to do a 7 o'clock opportunity meeting and roll right into a got your kit what's next? Because
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
the opportunity meeting only lasted 30 minutes.
30 minutes at the max. That's it.
And that's what we want to keep it at. We don't want to go more than 30 minutes. And we'll tell them, okay, 7:30 will be got kit what's next. So that works. 7:30 for that. And
I have 2 bottles of liquor.
You'll have 2 bottles of liquor.
So on the 21st, I'm going to do at 7 o'clock the opportunity meeting, and then at 8 o'clock do Got Kit.
You want to just go right into it from 7 to 7:30, or do you want to go to 8? Because if we got anybody signing on the East Coast, it's 9 o'clock there.
Do 7:45. You need that break to get the people off if they're asking questions.
Okay. Well, then we'll do 8 because 7:45, they never gonna remember that time.
And that's why they say do it that time, because it's like an odd time, but 8's fine.
And so we'll do.
Unless you want to do a 6 and a 7.
We'll talk about it. We'll see.
Because the 6 is an opportunity meeting. So the thing is about that, the 7 o'clock keeps it consistent with the team.
Okay. So then we'll do 6 for the opportunity and 7 for the training. And we'll see how it goes. We will offer another opportunity meeting. Maybe Thursday night I can do an opportunity meeting. I just have to check my calendar. I could do it Saturday. We'll talk tomorrow to see if you doing it during the week, then I can do it Saturday. And
I'll go for you. It don't matter.
okay. And next week I'll definitely pick another night, and I'll see who else, because we just got to get people there. If you know you can get people, if you know you got somebody that says yes, they want to attend an opportunity meeting, they have somebody that they can get on it, and we don't have a call scheduled, we'll make one that night. We'll put it together, and we will roll out with a lot of it. But we have to really support this and really promote it with our teams. We have to get them there. This is the schedule on, Tuesday is the virtual sales meeting. I am heading to my mother's app because I'm going to the American Cancer Society event Wednesday morning. And you have to register for that. Remember that. And I have to go 30 minutes without taking a sip of water. That's going to be a challenge, but I will. I'm going to do a skincare and probably color, just a quick color class. Monday the 27th, all about your dreams, September 5th because of Labor Day, and our next team call will be on September 11th. I don't have another leaders call because we have so much going on anyway. And like I said, if Avon has an incentive, I will let you, I'll have to throw something out there. We'll have to go over the incentive. And oh, y'all got all kinds of comments. Y'all got chats going on. I see that. Oh, Sally said she has to make sure her mic is working. We'll fix that. You can call in on the phone and do the slide. So we'll figure it out. We'll work it out.
I'll buy her one.
You'll buy her a mic?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for staying on the call. I knew there was a lot to cover tonight.
Oh, wait. I have something to say. Oh my God, Becky. Campaign 26 with your fundraisers and the way you're recruiting. No.
Wait, what was that? I missed that.
She's asking me, is being gold leader realistic for RepFest? I said campaign 26 because with her fundraising and her recruiting, I said campaign 26.
You gotta look.
You said lofty goals, but I'm in.
Look at the people you have recruited. Look at your experience. That's what I'm going to tell you. And focus. Bill, it's not all you. And Sammy, baby, Sammy can't do it either. But
Do you hear her? She's saying, "Where are my panties?"
I hadn't heard that, but I know she's adorable too. But
Karen, please look on your phone. Sally sent you something. She's going to beat me if I don't tell you.
okay, is this what you're looking for? We could use that, and I do have that. Thanks. That definitely will work. And it's just when we had to say yes to Avon, that works. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna type it in on where it's 4 to a page, and I don't know if y'all can see it. Remember that? There was a recruiting incentive probably, oh gosh, probably 6 years ago, because I've been here 3.5. So it was probably about 6 years ago, and they made us order these envelopes, said we had to have these envelopes. Somebody must have been printing them, but it was through Town and Country. And but that's all a great same information. I will type that information and put it on a 4-tour sheet. That way you can put it with your mini kits, and it all fits in a nice little package. Thanks. I appreciate that. And that's it. I'm sorry that it went over an hour.